Yeah. Girl talk in the spirit. Girl talk in the spirit. Yo, reporting from PHI. LLY, home of the cheesesteaks where we reside. Podcast distinct, others can't equate. No longer in the building, we outside. Topics transparent that you can relate. Comfortable environment for their guests, what they create. Time to time, you gon' get a debate while doing it in love, no time for hate. Following God unity, and they align. You looking for a podcast? Well, here's your sign. It's called Girl Talk in the Spirit with Siobhan. She catered to our audience with a virtual line, so tune in with an open mind. Plus, our co-hosts chime in, they gon' ride. Beautiful ladies, that's easy on the eyes. Can't forget the fellas, you know they stay fly. It's called Girl Talk. Girl Talk in the Spirit, Girl Talk. Girl Talk in this walk, Girl Talk. Girl talk in your mind, girl talk. And it's girl talk in your heart, girl talk. Girl talk in the spirit, girl talk. I said it's girl talk in this walk, girl talk. Girl talk in your mind, girl talk. And it's girl talk in your heart. Yeah.
Drop the mic. Shout out to Dev, my little brother. Listen, I am super grateful and thankful. I am. No, not on that. Okay. I'm super grateful and thankful for this moment and this discussion that we're about to have. It takes us back like in the early days of Girl Talking the Spirit podcast. Here it sounds like Soma. But first off, welcome to Girl Talking the Spirit podcast. I am your host, Siobhan, and I have one of my good friends in the studio with me, Lena. Hi, Lena.
Hi, Sean.
And we got a great discussion tonight. We're going to be talking about transitioning and how as women, we don't give ourselves enough credit and things that moms go through. Like, we got a list of stuff. But I just want to, first off, grab your glass.
Yes.
And we're going to toast to ourselves for this new chapter, this new journey.
Yes.
And we're the same age. We've been the same age since we were friends.
Met.
Yes. And our birthday is the same month.
Yes.
December born. Love that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Without spilling it on me. So, Lena.
Yes.
Transitioning.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I
know. You're the guest.
Okay.
Because I'll start by saying, I took a nice, I don't like saying but I took a nice break, a hiatus. Like I had to sabbatical, right? Like all those things I took this past summer. I was supposed to do a summer series. However, I did not do a summer series. I was going to keep, it was months I was going to come back and things just kept getting in the way, didn't work out. However, it was meant for me to take that break.
It's always like
yes, that. And I really need it. And I take breaks often, but in this line of work, and then I'm fully self-employed now. I still have mom duties. I need time for myself. I didn't want to be overwhelmed. So I was like, I'm going to use wisdom and take this break. I've been on this break. And boy, has it been a journey. It's been a journey. Oh my gosh. It's been a journey for me. So I'm transitioning into bringing something different to Girl Talking the Spirit. I really want to sit down with people and interview people and allow them to share where they're at. And you are the first person.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And you're the first person.
I love that. Thank
you.
I'm honored.
I'm honored that you said yes. I really am. Aww. Because if anyone in my life, in my personal life, have seen the way I've transitioned over the years,
it's me.
It's you.
Yes.
And you tell me that all the time, but I appreciate you and I honor you as my friend to always tell me the truth, to do it in love.
Yes.
Like I want to give you flowers right now.
Aww.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yes,
Thank
you weren't expecting this.
No, I wasn't.
To do it in love, you know what I mean? To be supportive in so many ways, always, you know what I mean? And I
Thank you.
appreciate you for that.
You are so welcome.
Like,
Thank
really,
you.
it's really hard to find good people today, friends, right?
Yes.
Especially being grown. Like,
Yes.
we're grown women, and granted, we run into people in our everyday lives, work environments, other circle environments, social environments, and you befriend people, but to find a good friend,
We got 25 years in,
a
girlfriend.
good friend.
Yes.
You see, when a good friend
Yeah.
that, you know, they don't throw stuff up in your face.
Oh, yeah, no.
You get what I'm saying? When they mad, yeah, but people do that.
Yes, yes.
It gets real messy.
Yeah.
And we never been through that. Even when
No.
you was like, Sean, I'm never going to have to eat with you again. When I showed my butt, you was still my friend.
Of course.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
love you. Yes.
Right. So I appreciate that. So before I share my journey, and I do want to go on live a little bit, but I want you to share part of yours, and then when we start dialoguing, we'll go on live.
Okay.
But transition.
Yes.
Tell me your transition in 2024. What has transitioned for you?
Baby. This has been the transitional year for me. This has been one of the years that I think when I look back on my life, I'll be like, you did that? Wow. So like you, with your summer hiatus, sabbatical, all of that, I did the same thing. It came to me in about mid-June that I was very unhappy with my employment. I had been at this job for 23 years and I could not do it anymore. I didn't have the will, the spirit, the get up and go that I had had for 2.5 decades almost.
Wow.
And so it literally was like, it's either you or it's them. And it cannot be them. You have to choose you. And when I decided to resign, I realized that it was in that moment that I was finally making an adult decision for Shalina.
I love that. I got to go live because this is good. Is that okay?
Yes, yes. I had never made a decision so crucial, so critical, so much of me. Like you have to put yourself first. Everything that I did in my life from the time I was 19 when I became a mother was to
Wait, you've been working at Garfield since you was 19?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
21.
wait. Wow.
22, yeah,
When you left
23.
Fiserv.
No. I had a couple other jobs in between
Okay.
there, but yeah, I started there in 2001.
Wow.
So yeah, I was like 22. But I had been there more than half my life. But just every decision that you make is usually with thoughts of someone else. Once you become a mom or a parent for the men that become parents. But I just think that for a long time, I just kept always worrying about what everybody else had to be protected. They had to be taken care of. And I wasn't taking care of myself. And so this summer, when I resigned in June, I was like, I can't not choose me. I can't not do what's best for me. My mental health, my physical health, everything. Like my pressure was up, my lab work was up the beginning of this year. And it was just like, this job is killing me.
Wow.
In more ways than one.
Wow.
My spirit was broken. I had been taken advantage of, in so many ways over the course of the time. And it was just like, enough was enough. So I spent the summer on a couple trips, girls trip for one with my family, my cousins. It was wonderful. We went to Jamaica. And then I went on a trip with my god sister to Mexico, and that was nice in July. And then In August, I went to DC to a convention for my youngest son for the National Society of High School Scholars. And so I got the chance to spend some time with him that I probably would have never done or been able to do if I had been working. And like you say, you always like, okay, I'm going to get back jump started. When September starts, I'm going to start applying. I have been applying to jobs before, but I'm going to actively do these things. But I knew that it was most important that I get my mental health straight before I could actually go into another employer.
That, let me tell you. And also, I want to back up on when you said that you finally chose you. That was good.
Yes. I never choose me.
Because sometimes when we transition, we take people, places, and things into consideration.
Yes.
Don't we?
Yes.
As women. And
I ain't think about
we
nobody.
don't even,
I was like, I got to do it.
Yep, we don't even take ourselves into consideration. The person who is really affected.
Yes, I was the most affected.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, Monday, and I shared this with you on the phone, but Monday, shout out to Jamie. Jamie invited me to brunch. I'm like, we getting champagne. It was like 9:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Yep. We getting mimosas, right?
Yes.
And I was telling her because I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate me. As women, we don't celebrate the little things that we do and conquer. I want to celebrate the fact that how long have I been raising my kids by myself and I
Yes.
still get up every day and do it.
Yes.
It's days that are very trying,
And hard for you to get up
hard,
and do it.
challenging. I don't know how this going to get paid sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know where this coming from, but I get up and do it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was giving myself enough grace
Yeah.
and showing myself gratitude.
Yes.
Like Siobhan, be more proud. Look what
Yes.
all you're doing by
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
That part.
That part.
By yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That was the thing.
But I'm still doing it. I'm not out here complaining to nobody. I ain't posting a post saying X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong to people who do, but I'm just saying I had to give myself that gratitude and that grace and
Yeah.
that space to say, it's okay. Nothing happens overnight.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is a process.
Like, oh my gosh, craziness.
Yes.
Craziness.
I mean, that's how I felt. I was like, I have to choose you. You have to choose
Good for
yourself,
you.
Shalina. Like,
You have to.
You can't keep doing it in the name of the boys, my sons. It was just like, what's going to be. And then when I talked to them about it, they were like, oh my gosh, Mom, I didn't know you were going through that. I'm so sorry you had to endure that. So supportive, so understanding. And it's like, I was so busy, trying to like not let them see
But listen,
that, I was hurting myself because me and my oldest son actually had bonded in some of the things that he was even enduring at his job. And I was so grateful and proud that he was able to take a step back from that and demand certain things of employers because we're from a generation where, you just stay at the job and you just deal with it. And it's
That
like,
part.
that can't be the case anymore. No one will ever mistreat me in the way in which I was mistreated at my former employment.
now let me tell you how the get into the mode where you're just on go.
Yeah.
Survival mode.
Survival mode.
And we touched
Yes.
on that,
Yes,
right?
we did.
So
And you
I
just
was
do and
I
just
was
go.
in survival mode for so long.
And you don't even know.
I didn't even realize it.
it.
But guess what? I'm in survival mode. I'm out here every day, busting my butt and not producing what I wanted to produce. That's survival mode.
Yeah. Yes.
Not producing what I wanted to produce.
Yes.
Is that crazy?
Crazy. Crazy.
Once I got to, you know what? Let me take a step back.
Yeah.
Let me process and show gratitude for where I'm at, for
Yeah.
what I have.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't even show gratitude for what we have. We lose sight of the things we have.
Yes.
And then compared to the things we need. But what about the things that you already have? Step back,
Yeah.
start showing gratitude for the things I have. Blessings start coming in. More start
Absolutely.
coming in. And number one, it was my mindset.
Yes.
Once you change your mindset, everything else falls in line.
It really does.
But when I was in that fight and flight mode, yo, I gotta get out here. I gotta go make this money. All right, I'll be back, kids. Like, you working again, like you said, just hustling, but nonstop.
Yeah.
And as a woman, we shouldn't even work that hard. Part.
Yeah.
That part.
Well, the thing about working hard is like it has to have
balance.
It has to have a balance, but it also has to have like what I respect what you do as an entrepreneur. Like you say, it has to have the big picture, the end goal.
Yes.
You know, the thing that is gonna make it so that all your hard work will be rewarded.
That part in the end.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if you working again for your last name, for your children, for your grandchildren, great grands, all of these things right now, and it's hard. That's what's up. That's cool. Do that.
Right.
Because you know it's gonna get greater later, and you know that you're gonna be able to be. You know your money gonna be making. You're gonna be making money by sitting at home.
Yeah.
You know, not putting in so many hours in the way in which you were when you were younger. But what I learned the most in this transitional phase is that I have to always put me first. Always.
You have to.
Like, always.
No, you really have to.
I never even thought about it. Like, I always was like, I got to do this, or with anything, I just always would be so helpful. Again, I'm very much a caregiver in that sense. I'm very much a nurturer in that sense. Even for the company, it was like, whatever they asked, I was like, oh, I'll go, I'll do it, I'll learn this, I'll do, everything. Like, I'm just that person. And it's like, they didn't appreciate that.
I gotta end live on this. I was sharing with somebody. Shout out to Soul Cycle. Keith is like really got us working. Shout out Keith. But I was sharing with someone in Soul Cycle today how someone I'm showing up, right?
Yes.
Keep showing up and showing up. And they see I'm not in a good space, but yet they keep asking me to show up. I think that's selfish.
That is.
No, but listen at the flip side. I'm about to bless somebody real quick. You can learn to say no.
That's true.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's true.
We got to learn to hold ourselves accountable.
Yes.
You can't keep showing up for everything and everybody.
For your part in it.
We gotta take responsibility.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm learning too in my transitioning season. We're talking about transitioning.
Yes.
And this is
a really good point.
Isn't that a really good point?
Yes.
Because I was mad at the other person.
Yes.
Like, you see that I'm struggling, but you're being selfish because you still want me to show up for you.
Yeah.
However, what about me? I can say, No,
that doesn't work for me.
That part.
And that's
that
a good
part.
Point. Yeah.
I could say that.
That's what I'll do moving
But we
forward.
don't as women, and we keep showing up for people, places, and things. And then what about nobody showing up for us, though?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then
Absolutely.
resentment can start setting in.
Yes.
And that's the last thing that I want.
Yeah.
But I got to say this before I jump off live, how I want to shout out all the dads who like really are holding it down for their family, meaning your children and the mother of your children, whether you're with them or not, if y'all live in the same household.
Yes.
Because it baffles me how today you have moms like myself raising these kids and the dad's not even making sure their kids and the kids' mom is good. I don't even understand the society we live in today where that is okay. That is the norm.
Yeah.
That is insane. You mean to tell me I'm the mother of your children, you're not going to make sure me and your kids are good because I got your kids, regardless of what?
But suppose you're not good.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like,
regardless of
what about your kids?
That is insane today.
Yeah.
That this is the culture that we live in, and I do not sign that bullshit. That's bullshit to me. Like, for real, because regardless of what, at the end of the day, my kid's father, regardless of what, I still tell my kids, respect your dad or whatever's going on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like a lot, that's not being given back. And I just think that more men need to really look at the bigger picture like we're talking about and stop being selfish. But you do have men out here, they don't care where their kids with, who they living with, they make sure their kids is good in their mind. Like, if she ain't good, how my kids gonna be good? And I just wish that you had more men out here like that. So shout out to the men who are like that. Who making sure their kids are good and the mom of their kids. Because she making sure she's nurturing them children, nurturing the babies, pouring into them, making sure they good, getting up and going to school, making sure they eat, feeding them in a home that's in a stable environment.
Yes.
Like, it's a lot that we do as moms. And for a dad not to make sure that his family or his kids is good, that's crazy.
It is.
And then they out here creating other families and making sure the other family good. That ain't even their families. Like, I don't even understand how that's okay today.
Well, it's not okay, but like
No,
you said,
it is. It's the norm.
It's become a norm.
It's the norm
Yeah.
today, and I think that's insane.
It is.
That's insane.
I
just
agree.
wanted to say that, and I stand behind everything I say.
You do.
No, like, for real, that's insane to me. Because at the end of the day, it's about family. Family is not the same no more. Yeah,
Yeah.
granted, I ain't talking about no polygamy and all that, because I ain't in there. I ain't being nobody's second
Well,
wife,
family-
third wife. No, that doesn't work for me. That's
Well,
not what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that don't work for me.
A family has
Where-
definitely taken on a different meaning.
Where the people at that believe in it? I gotta have somebody else on my show again with
You
that.
do,
Yeah,
you do.
exactly. But that's not what I'm saying. I ain't wife number 2, number 3. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. No.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm not okay with that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying make
No.
sure I'm good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because then
Yeah.
that's just a sexual thing. You get what I'm saying? Make sure I'm good. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Well, I think the thing is, just because you and I aren't together shouldn't mean that the children have to, endure the effects of that.
That part.
It's like people can break up and they can no longer be okay as being a couple, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, partners, whatever the term you're using in your relationship.
Right.
But if y'all have created children together, there's no reason why you can't still play your part as a father or a mother with the second person, the co-parenting. And co-parenting is not just a financial thing. It's literally co-parenting. Even me tonight, what I was doing with the college fair with my son,
Yes, you
it's
gotta
like you
show
see a
up.
lot of people there with, some just mothers, some just fathers, some that are in couples or marriages, but like the one person came because the other person home with the other kids, whatever. And then you also see families as a whole that come. So it's like, even if you're not with the person and your child is getting involved in something, you
That
should still
part.
show up as a parent.
That
You should want to
part.
know things as a parent, not just like, oh, she got it because they good over there and all that. And I just think that's
will
the
be-
biggest thing.
Yeah, we will be all night talking about
Yes.
that. So we're gonna leave that.
But that's
where it's
good.
at.
That's good. Yes.
We're gonna leave that where that is at.
Mm-hmm.
What was my second point, Lane? Help
About
me out.
transitioning and me and things
Yes.
I said. Oh, well, I mean, like we said, I just think that we don't give ourselves enough grace or, forgiveness. I know that's a big thing for me. Forgiving myself, taking accountability, because
Yes,
it wasn't
yes.
all them in terms of my previous employer. Part of it was what I allowed. And
Talk
so
about it. What we allow.
that was like, Shalina, that's why my therapist, shout out to my therapist, she brought it up the other day in session about, have you forgiven yourself? Because you get angry when you start speaking about a lot of the things that you endured. And I'm like, I don't think I did, because I just be so mad at them. But she was like, we're going to talk about that. We're going to work on that, because it is important that you forgive yourself, because you are a willing participant in some of the things that you are enduring in your life.
I love it.
And if I didn't step up and say anything, why would they think that is wrong? It was up to me to say things and to challenge things and to say that is not okay. I am not okay with that. But instead of having the fear of being, the provider and the person that carries the medical, all the things to everyone else, I'm like, I just got to do it. I just got to do it. I just got to do it. But no, it's like I have to give myself grace. I have to give myself permission to be okay with the decisions that I made when I was in, and my therapist used that term as well, fight or flight mode. When
That part.
in tunnel vision and just worrying about paying bills, raising kids, and all the mistreatment, I just, was like just hitting me, and I was just like, how the Marvel characters be, they block it or whatever. And it's like, no, I really was affected by that. And I got to be responsible for myself. I got to take my part. I got to take accountability for the part I played in it, but then also don't let them off the hook. And that's just with anybody, not just a job. If there's a person in your life that is making you feel that way, or you feel that way when you interact with them, you have the responsibility to yourself to be like, no, I'm not okay with that, what you said in the beginning as well.
So let me tell you how the fight or flight, right? And how my favorite line is, well, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes
Nope.
doing what you gotta do is not the answer.
Yep.
So I learned I learned to, you know what? I need to have faith.
Oh.
I need to.
That's what I'm on right now.
No, I need to have more faith.
Yep.
That God is going to make sure I'm good,
Yep.
that these goals, these dreams,
Yep.
desires I have within my heart will come to pass,
Yes.
things will work out.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in a fight or flight, I'm not in faith. I'm in
Yep.
fear.
Yep.
That
Yes.
it's
And they
not going
can't
to work out.
coexist.
That part.
Yep, they cannot
That
coexist.
part. So I had to say, you know what? Let me just be patient.
Yeah.
Let me just present it to God. He know what I need and be in
Yes.
faith. And I'm telling you, things are really starting to work out. Because
That's
as
wonderful.
as an entrepreneur, I can't have that mindset.
No.
I can't have that
can't.
mindset. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to do what you do.
Not at all.
You
Not
know,
at all.
if you don't have that.
Make sure y'all in faith and not fear. We gotta just trust God more.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Just lean more. Don't lean to what we're thinking and the fears, but trust God more. And I'm not saying it as a cliche, but like really, because sometimes at the end of the day, what can you do in certain situations?
Yeah.
Certain situations that come up against us. Am I able to handle it or not
Do I
handle
gotta
it?
hand it
Am I
off to
able
God?
to fix the problem?
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not. That's why I'm worried and I'm in fear. But I gotta pass it off.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
And the more I'm passing it off, the lighter I'm feeling, the better I'm
Yes.
feeling. Like I'm in a much better space because I lied to you, Night. I've been in the fight and flight mode since last year. I want to say like December last year.
Yeah.
And we're in September. I'm just coming out of it, like not even a week.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, I've been there, and I'm glad that you're coming out of it.
Not even
Yeah.
a week. And it's like I had this dream. You know, I'm a dreamer. I had this dream, and I'm in the line with it. That it was like summer, like hot summertime, like sweating hot. And I had on a hat, coat, and scarf. I was trying to cover up what I was going through.
Oh.
And a lot of times we get on social media, we get around family, we get around friends,
wow.
and we want to cover up what we're really going through.
Yeah.
And we want to act like everything good when it's not. It's good to just be honest. You're
Yes.
helping someone else out when you're honest.
Hell
so I'm like,
yeah.
I gotta be real, but what I'm really dealing with, first I gotta be real with myself if I want to be delivered from it.
Yes.
And want to get to another place. So I have to be real with myself, be real with those around. People like, hey, how you doing? It's been rough.
Yes.
Just
Not
being
fun.
honest.
Yep.
Not trying to dump on nobody, just being honest. They're like, you know what? It's been rough for me too.
Yes.
People you would look at and think they got it all together and their life
Yes.
is fine because they
Yes.
live in a 2-parent home or two
Whatever.
people in the household or
Yeah,
they got a
incomes and
It's
things,
been
yeah.
rough for a lot of people, and I think we try to cover up behind these filters, behind social media,
Mm-hmm.
behind these different things and act like we're fine when we're really not.
Yeah.
You're doing a disservice to yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing a disservice to other people.
Yes. Because what you're going through,
I'm
like you
telling
said, can
you,
really
yes,
touch somebody
exactly.
else.
It can.
You never know.
Stop trying to hide what you're going through and putting on all this makeup and put on the front like you're good when you're not.
Or your dream, the
when
coat, the scarf.
When I say I wasn't good, I wasn't good. And people on social media reach out and they be like, hang in there. I was just being honest,
Yeah.
posting what I was going through.
Yeah.
Being honest. Because listen, I took a
You always been honest, though.
that part. But I took a huge
That's the best
leap
thing
of
about our
faith
friendship.
by leaving my job in this economy. And I look back last year, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't. I start questioning myself. But I'm like, you know what? It's a sacrifice that I have to be willing to take to get where I need to be. But it's been rough. I'm not going to act like it's good. Oh, yeah, entrepreneur life is the life. It's rolling. No, it's been rough.
Yes.
And guess what? I had to be honest, and I realized you need a plan.
Yes.
You can't just go off the whim. This is not a hustle. And
Yes.
that's how I was looking at it, like a hustle.
Oh, 'cause
It's
you
not a
be-
hustle.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the
'Cause
hustle
you're the
in
him-
me
yeah,
and the
that's
drive,
right.
but it's not a hustle.
Yeah, so you gotta approach it
Instagram,
differently.
listen, y'all make sure that you are not out here putting on the front for other people, man.
Yes.
People can be struggling. They will act like they're good when they're not. If we're more real, we will help so many other people out.
And struggle in more ways than one. It's
I'm
not just a
telling
physical
you.
struggle or financial struggle. It's a mental struggle. Like you say, I went from depression of not being able to get out of bed, like literally not being able to get out of bed. And I was just like, God, you got to do something. And he like, I got you. And I was like, yeah.
Tatted testimony. I see your comment.
I'm
Listen, love you, sis. I'm telling you, for real. We gotta be honest.
Yeah.
We gotta be honest and
Yeah.
we gotta be real.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
And stop putting
Well,
on the
that's why I
front.
keep when I do. It took me some time to share like me leaving because everybody knows that I've been there for so long. So
Was it like embarrassment?
No,
Talk about your feelings, because a lot of times
it wasn't.
we don't like sharing things.
Yeah, I wasn't embarrassed at all. It was just something I had never said. You know, when you work for so long and somebody's like, "How's work?" or "What do you do?"
Got you.
It's just like I was like, well, actually, I'm not doing anything right now.
Right,
I was like, I just
right,
left my
right.
job after 23 years. And everybody that doesn't know me, that I've been sharing this with, because I volunteer now, and I volunteer way more because I'm not working right now, they were like, oh, it must have been bad because no one leaves their job after 23 years unless it's bad.
Right.
And they were like, God got something else planned for you.
Right.
He closed that door, but something else is happening. So it was more so about getting the language together because, like anything, it's just like when you don't say it, it's like you just don't know how to approach it because I'm used to saying, oh, I work at such and such. I've been, just that I do this because that's kind of like that's like a conversation starter for most people. What you do, if you're in a relationship, you got kids, those things. And I have been working for so long that I've never had to say that I'm not working right now.
Right.
And so, and my power is
I don't mean
keep on saying
interrupt,
this.
but guess what? You only got to work through it, sis. You get what I'm saying? So that's part of what I was saying tonight. We try to work through things and put things together. We really got to start showing gratitude, give ourselves grace, and trust God. And then everything is going to work itself out. Yeah. That's what I was doing, trying to work through things. And it's like the more I work through things, the more things start piling on me.
Yep.
Like, for real, you just got to give yourself gratitude. Tell yourself, you know what? I got to give myself credit for I accomplished this. Look, we was just on a reality show together, sis. And look, shout out to you for loaning me the mics, right? But we were on a reality show together. That was like once in a lifetime thing. So we still got great things to come. Right now it's just a test and a trial. And we're going to get through this.
Yes.
Yep. Be still and know that part. Okay? I'm telling you, we're going to get through this. Watch. And guess what? Our season is the first season to air in 2025. That part. Bam. That part. So that's how we bring it in 2025. So it's okay. We're going to end 2024 on a great note, and we're going to enter 2025 even better.
Absolutely.
That part.
That's how I feel.
I'm telling you.
I know that this is the year that transformed my life.
Let's get it. Exactly. Let's get it. We got it. I'm telling you. Don't get me hyped up in the studio. For real. Let's go. It's just going to get better.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I realized that I just got, and I'm going to end the live with this. I just realized, why I live in the area I live in today. I've been here, how long I've been here? Like 8 years. Mm-hmm. It's like God just showed me so clear today. This is why I moved you into this neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So that's my future unfolding right before me. He's taking me to where I need to be. Hi, Dejana. Mm-hmm. Okay? He's taking me right to where I need to be. Lena said, hey, Day. He's taking me right to where I need to be. He just showed me today. So once you trust him, things are going to start unfolding. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you. You guys be blessed, okay?
Yes.
Yes, be blessed. I appreciate you, Tated Testimony. Listen, this is not the end. You're going to come to Philly. I need you to be on Girl Talking the Spirit. Say, hey, Lena.
Hi.
I really do.
Oh, Day. Yeah, I see it.
Yes, okay? We're going to end this live. So, yes. Lena.
I think for me, things really started opening up too once I did it. Like I literally started getting like response to my applications that I was filling out. Mm-hmm. I was feeling very discouraged, but
that happens.
But I was like, nobody's gonna hire me. I've been at this job. They probably look at my resume like, what? So I was like feeling very discouraged. But no soon after I left and during the summer and even since September started, and I know we're at the end now, I actually been replying to getting, oh, we're taking your application in consideration. We'll hear back from you. All that, which is good because I really was struggling with being, a candidate for hire because I haven't interviewed for a job.
I got you. Yep, don't.
In
You got the
23 years.
experience.
I know, and that's what everyone's
And
been
it's
telling me.
keywords. Like
I know.
I'm great with resumes. I got you, girl.
No, I know.
Yes,
know.
it's
Everything is changing.
keywords.
So I'm finding all of that out. So even that, I think about when I found this job, like in the newspaper. Like, that
Right.
ain't even a thing, right?
It's not, but let me tell you.
The keyword part I found out is new, which I'm grateful and I'm open to all the new things that's changed since the last time I applied for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And I want all the help and all the guidance and support that people have that has been doing it in any capacity.
Right.
Whether you've been maybe you applied for a job, you've been at job 5 years. It's still different from when
Right.
I did it back in the year 2001.
Yes,
So,
way
I'm just so
different.
way different. So I'm just excited for the new chapter
That
and
is
possibility.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
I know it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be real great.
It's gonna be so good.
Yes, we sending positive energy. I was about to say something. I'm not even gonna put that out there because we speaking positive energy
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes.
So for me, my transition, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been teaching food safety for 9 years now.
Oh wow.
I know. I've been doing serve safe for 9 years.
Wow.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's wonderful. I didn't realize it was that long.
I've been a proctor and instructor for 9 years, right? And I'm so great at it.
You are.
And I'm not bragging on myself.
No,
really.
No, I've heard from other people.
Like I executed
That
it to
didn't
the
know we were
highest,
friends.
right? To the
Yes.
highest. That guy, like, I need you to move now. You're comfortable.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're too comfortable. That's why you're so good at it. Now I need you to go to another level.
Of
and
it.
this next level is hard.
But you could do it.
I know I can, but I gotta really put in the work now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's great. You getting all these great reviews. I get a review on Google. I be hyped.
Yes.
I be sharing with other people like, oh, calm down.
Yeah.
Because I need you to go to another level.
Yes.
I need you to come up higher.
God will call you.
Oh
higher.
my gosh.
Yes.
So I'm in this place where I'm transitioning into a new career path, but it's still going to coincide with what I'm already doing, but it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he was showing me tonight, like I just said earlier on live.
Yeah.
He was showing me, this is why I placed you here.
Yeah.
So the environment I'm taking you to, you'll know how to adapt and be around certain environments, certain people. Isn't that beautiful? He
That
showed
is
me that.
beautiful. I love that.
The way
That's
I carry myself.
Yes.
Because I don't know if y'all know, Lena know, I used to always be ready to fight. That's not, that is not great. That's not a good thing. Is it?
No.
It's not. It's
But
not
she
a
ain't
good
telling
thing.
no lie.
Right?
Yes.
I gotta go to Facebook. Because I ain't been on Facebook Live in a minute.
Okay.
But that's not a good thing. Always wanting to fight. I don't even know how you even post on Facebook. I don't know. I ain't been on here in a
Oh, they
minute.
go live up there. Say I don't.
Me either.
Right there.
Oh.
They say live video.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go live now.
Go ahead. You can
Oh.
finish while I do this.
Oh no. You were that type of person, like you say, on go, as they say. But like you don't carry yourself like that at all. Like you say, you're just in a whole nother stratosphere from when I first met you. And it's been a constant evolving and elevation when I think about when I met you back in 1998. That's crazy to think. Yeah, Nafis wasn't even one yet. But yeah, it's crazy. But I think that when we transition, those things become more clear for us. Like that you needed to shed those old or bad, traits that you had and ways that you thought, ways that you carried yourself. Because your next chapter and where you are going will require that. It's going to require you to be, a different version of yourself.
It is. I do.
So
know.
I think that that's like really good for you.
that
I'm
is
happy.
real good.
Yeah.
I ain't been on Facebook Live in a minute, okay? What's going on here? That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fixing my clothes on live. That's bad, but it's okay. Yeah, so like I said, I used to be on go,
Yes.
just ready to be like, let's get it.
Yes.
But I'm learning that gets you nowhere. Now, I got to share this story. So, being an entrepreneur And I had these clients who they've been doing business with me for a while. And it was multiple locations. This particular location kept messing up my money. Right? One time I had to wait months to get paid. And I did provide the service already. And being a small business, it can be hard if you don't have cash flow. So I can't wait months like large companies for y'all to send me a check in the mail.
Yeah.
Like I need my money now.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. You did the work.
And I'm about to show you the growth, Lena. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm about to show you the growth because we're talking about transitioning and evolving, right?
Yes.
So I had to really transition in this moment, and it was hard. So I hit him up. Hey, can you tell me when the check was mailed out for me? Sure. Hold on. Get back on the line. Oh, it was returned. Okay. Can you tell me why it was returned? No answer. Let me get back to you. Never got back to me. The next day or later on that day, I don't know, call back. Oh, because your address wasn't on it. I told you. I've been doing business with them for years.
Yes.
And it's multiple locations.
Yeah.
And
so y'all know my address.
And this same company, y'all took 4 months last time to pay me last time.
Yeah.
And y'all had my address. BS, right?
Yes. Very
Okay.
much so.
So what do I need to do? They transfer me to somebody else. I leave a nice voicemail. It's like, it was just the craziness. When I say I was driving to that job to get my check. Lena, you laughing.
Oh, I know.
My GPS from where I live, it was 33 minutes.
Yeah.
I got 12 minutes away. But look, I didn't even tell no one.
That you stopped?
No, I didn't tell them when I was going because I didn't want no one. You ever do something and you like, I'm not telling. So if you got to tell people what you going to do, you ain't really about that life. You ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
No, really though.
No, yeah.
So I didn't tell no one because I didn't want to talk me out of it.
Yes, you were ready.
I was ready. On go is an understatement. I was ready. I got 12 minutes away and I talked myself out of going. I said, Siobhan, if you show up for one, it's going to look unprofessional. You're going to a professional environment.
Yeah.
That you weren't invited to.
Yes.
You don't have any appointments, no class.
Look at you. Yes. All of that.
You're going to look like
I'm
the
glad you said
angry
that
black
too.
woman.
Yeah.
They're going to say you're hostile. They may possibly say they're afraid you're violent.
Yeah.
It can be so many things that's going to
jeopardize
go
what you got
on with
going
that.
on. Yeah.
And I sat in my car and I cried.
Wow.
I cried because that's how angry I was and I wanted to do something.
Yeah.
It's like, don't cry.
Yeah.
It's okay. Wipe those tears.
Yeah.
Use your words. Your words are powerful. I sent the most worded email.
There you go.
The most worded email. That check was FedEx that Friday.
See, look at God. He told you. He stopped
No,
you.
Lena,
Yes.
you don't understand. I was driving there to go.
I know.
No, for real. I was so proud of myself.
Yes.
Because that was really BS.
Yeah.
That, oh, your address wasn't on the invoice.
Yeah, no.
Listen, I was so proud of myself. And you talking about that growth, that was growth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And showed me I'm evolving as a business owner.
Yes.
Because what if that was like a major contract with thousands of dollars and $100,000 or
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to act.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't.
You got to use your words.
Yes.
Hello, I am a small business owner. Meaning I don't have the cash flow to X, Y, and Z. Oh, yeah, I worded all that in there.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. We understand. They got it right out.
Yeah.
But I was on go. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was proud of myself for that growth and for evolving. So this transitioning period, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not fun because literally I was crying. I sat in my car at McDonald's and cried and ate my lunch. I had a sandwich from somewhere and got McDonald's fries. But I cried. I did.
Yeah.
I cried
I
because it's
understand.
hard.
Yeah.
It's like no support.
Yeah.
It's like most people can't understand because most people work. You get what I'm saying? I have very few people who I know personally that are entrepreneurs. Yeah,
yeah.
like solely entrepreneurs.
But also, the support aspect. Like, support comes in so many different forms as well. Even though you were, like, alone in that moment, that you talked yourself out of it, in that way. It's like, it sometimes, I mean, I'm grateful that God allowed that to happen for you, but sometimes you need that even from people. Just someone to, like, talk to me, like, or for me to talk to and hear me. And not necessarily to solve the problem, but just to hear me. You know what I mean? And I think that that's a level of support that kind of sometimes goes unnoticed or unacknowledged by people, which is what friendships usually bring. You call your girlfriend or you call your guy friends or whoever you confide in and talk about your days or whatever happens. And sometimes just getting it out to them and letting them know or hear your perspective, hear your point of view could really help you. And that's a support, that you and I share and we talked about the other day and when we do our check-ins. But support again is just like so needed for everyone. And like you say, in the case of the entrepreneurs, it could be a small support in the context of, you never know. Like you say, when people bless you, whether it be financially or with a prayer or with like their words, their feeling seen, like are understood. I think that's a big thing that we need to have with people, and not in a sense of needing to agree, needing to fully be a person that, like, just like a yes person to people. You know what I mean? Like, you need support in all areas. Somebody that's going to tell you, no, girlfriend, that's not the right way to handle this, and that. And then also on the flip side, yes, girl, go down there, if that was the case or whatever. Like, you just need people to be all
Yeah,
of that,
I didn't
that
need
level of
nobody to
support.
tell me to go there.
No. I'm saying not there in that case.
I got you.
But whatever it is, sometimes you need a, like we always say.
That would have been bad.
You need your rider and for different reasons.
If I would have went there, it wasn't going to be nice, Lena.
Oh, I know.
But on the positive side, being a part of a community, I had the opportunity to be a part of a community with nothing but entrepreneurs this past June.
Yes.
It was a beautiful experience. Shout out to the blocks and all my blocksers. Nice. Being on the blocks was like, yo, that was like the best. It was like so epic. The best experience to be around other entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. So being in that environment, that kind of helped me too. Shout out to Wes, because Wes, some of the stuff I learned from being on the blocks to start to kick in, like, I still had to present myself as a professional.
Yeah.
Regardless of what. I'm like, they will never be able to take away from me how good I am and how professional I am.
Yeah.
But if I show up in there kicking in the door asking where my check at.
Yeah. The professionalism is out the door.
Oh my God.
Like you say, it could be interpreted so many ways.
Listen.
Yeah. And like not good for business.
Listen.
Yeah. Not good for business.
Lena. I put their address in my GPS. Lena don't understand, y'all.
I do understand.
Lena don't understand.
I do understand.
How I was driving there.
No, I know you.
And it was nothing no one could have told me different.
But
yes, but I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
That was a really proud moment for me. That I was able to redirect you ever redirect yourself?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't a lot. So that was.
Well, that's good. That's honest.
Yes. No, really.
Yes. Yeah.
When you can redirect yourself in a situation that you know ain't gonna go. I was able to redirect myself. That was the most beautiful thing for me to show my growth as an entrepreneur, as a woman.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was just so beautiful. Like, I really appreciate that.
Good.
So back to you with putting you first with transitioning.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm the type, my household and my family, my kids, like, they come first. That sometimes I'm neglecting them by putting them first because I'm doing more outside of the house to say I'm doing this for them when I'm really showing neglect at times where I need to be sitting my butt down.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you relate?
Absolutely. Because we think of it as, like you say, oh, I'm doing this for them, I'm doing this for them, I'm doing this for them. But, like, sometimes doing things for them means staying still, being in the house,
being present,
in
that
those
part.
ways.
Come on.
Also, I feel like, well, I know it to be true, but it was said to me by a friend at work years ago when I was working 2 jobs. And
That part.
he was
Talk about it,
like,
the people who work 2 jobs.
yeah, he was like, well, you can't break down because you're the only one pulling the cart. So you got to take care of you.
That is, that's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah. He said,
wow.
He said, if you go down, what's going to happen with the boys? You know, and I was like,
never even thought about that.
Never even thought about it. And then I was like, yeah, but I got to work. And I was working 7 days a week. Part-time job on Saturdays, Sundays, and Monday nights. And full-time job Monday through Friday. So crazy. And when
like
he said
me,
that,
be out here working all the time.
Yeah. He said that to me and it really stuck. And I was just like, you're right. And I stopped working the part-time job 3 years ago now. So I haven't worked there since 2021. And I was solely making things work and happen with the full-time job. And things were opening up. Like you say, God really does his own work. Like, he don't need no help. And it was like the fear that I had, which made me work the 2 jobs, the fear of not having or not being able to provide things. So it was like, oh, well, you just got to believe more. You just got to have more faith. You just got to pray about it. And, you know, he going to work it out. He ain't going to see y'all this. He ain't going to see y'all that. And that's true. And I have been through things, too.
Sometimes when you're going through things, your faith can be real shaky.
Heck yeah.
And I've been experiencing it until I was like, you know what? I'm tired of working, and I'm not producing what I need to produce.
Yeah.
It's something, it hit different when you're not producing what you need to produce. But yet you're doing the same things over and over again and you're not producing what you need to produce.
Yeah.
You need to take a step back and say, whoa.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Yes.
And that's what it took for me to show myself gratitude, to give myself more credit for what I do and what I do have already. To be more thankful, to be more grateful. That goes a long way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Lean, things just start falling into place.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That simple, but it didn't seem that simple.
No.
It seemed like I had to be out here getting it.
Yeah, because who else gonna do it?
Right, who else gonna do it? You know what I mean? And I'm not downing nobody who's not doing it.
Yeah.
Or who's not supporting me, helping, like I said earlier. I just think the society that we live in today is, for it to be normal for parents, whether you're a mother or a father, and to know that you got kids out here and not making sure your family is good, meaning the mother of your children and those kids is good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me that that's the norm, but this is the society we live in today. And it's okay and it's acceptable. And it's you know how many moms I meet who like, yeah, I'm a single mom, it's hard. That's sad. It's just so many now. And it's like, they got to get up every day and do this by themselves? Like, that's okay. That's normal. It shouldn't be. You got moms working 2 jobs and still a single mom. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy that is the norm today.
Well, again, part of that, in my opinion, goes with accepting certain levels of responsibility and accountability for yourself and the choices that you made. And the decisions that you did. Because, you know, I always say,
Ira.
You know, we picked the people we had kids with. Like, you picked them.
You did.
If you made a bad pick, you gotta be like, that wasn't a good pick. That wasn't a good pick. I shouldn't have done that. And be okay with that. You know what I mean? Because you don't always pick right in anything. You know, you could do it with a donut. You be like, that I thought that donut looked real good on the outside. As soon as I bit into it, it was nasty. I didn't like what was in the inside. You know, that same is true with a significant other. And more importantly, with somebody you choose to have a child with. Because when you start thinking about what it takes now that we know and we're in retrospect with it. Like, you could look back and there were probably some purple, red
No, we can say red flags. We can say
about
red
people that you were dating or seeing. And you were just adamant about having this baby. I mean, anybody. The male side, the female side.
I got you. But my thing is...
And then, wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
But then it's like, you do it, and then they're not who you thought they were, right? But they probably are who you thought they were, but you just didn't see it that way.
I got
You didn't
you.
choose to see them in that way. And you thought things would be different because of that. Because we all know people who have relationships, have a child, be it within the first couple months of knowing somebody, be it years later. It'd be like, oh, they were together for 5 years, had a baby, and then they broke up. It'd be like, what the heck happened? How that happened? What changed once they had this baby? Now he won't be bothered, or they had child support, arguing, whatever. So many things happen, but it all kind of comes back to choices and decisions that we make. And we just have to have more discernment when it comes to things like that. And forgive yourself. If you picked a bad baby father or a bad baby mother, you just gotta be like, that just wasn't a good pick.
I got you.
Because I said it to myself.
My thing is, why is that the norm today? Everything you're saying, you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, for that to be the norm today, it's like we got to come up higher with our thinking as a culture, as a people.
But
It's
they're
like,
not.
It should. It needs to start with someone.
Yeah, but who?
Right.
We ain't having no more kids.
We ain't having no more kids.
So we have to teach the next generation.
Right, but we can still set a standard.
No,
in our
the
home.
standard has always been the standard. We just deviated from it. Because like meaning like our grandparents. Didn't you have grandparents?
Right, but that don't mean they were good examples.
No. I'm saying, but they were together. I ain't say they was a good example. I'm just saying the togetherness of things. You had a mom and dad in the house, right? I did too.
Right.
But then as the generations start coming behind them,
what happened? That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying. It was
what
the
happened, and why is it
families.
okay? But why is it okay, and why is that the norm today? Like that's.
Well, I'm
that
always
is
going to say it's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's the norm because it's the majority, but it's not normal at all.
Right, it's not normal.
It's just the majority.
It's not normal. And it's sad that it's being normalized. That's what I'm saying.
That's a hard one.
Yeah,
to pull back from
it's
because
real
people
hard.
gotta be responsible for like their choices.
You do have to be responsible for your choices.
Who you
yes,
who you
do
choose
have
to bring a child with.
You do have to be responsible. It was like, well, damn, you're not 18 no more. You're not 21 when you had this kid. You're a grown ass man now, and you still don't have common sense and the decency as a human being to step up and take care of your kids as a man or a woman.
No,
that is crazy. That is the norm, and you got people out here preaching and selling it like it's okay, and it's not. That's what I'm saying. That is insane that is the norm, and that's okay in the society that we live in today. That's why our youth and they face so many challenges in the way they are.
True.
You have so many young men that are being raised by women, and their dad's just like doing whatever. Like that is crazy. It's heartbreaking because they're our next generation. So what's going to happen to them?
Well, we're
so
seeing
how
it.
do they pick? How do they make a better decision
or a better choice?
Right, better choices and decisions, both.
Yeah.
If they don't have a role model parent or someone like that, that's just crazy. Where it needs to start somewhere, and it's not too late.
Well,
it's not too late.
Parents don't. I wouldn't say a role model parent. I would say, being honest.
It don't even have to be a parent. You can have any adult figure as a role model.
No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just exclusive to being a parent. It's that you would be a role model. Like,
exactly.
Because if you're in a house, because people are in 2-parent households and still don't have, like.
Both of their parents. Yeah, the dad.
No, but, like, they're non-existent in the raising or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, so it's not, that's what I'm saying. It's not just that. It's just really the thought process of things.
You got it.
So you want to try to match with people who have the same thoughts and views or similar to you in raising kids.
That part.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I think.
It was a song like, if I could do it all again, I promise you I would do it differently.
Oh, isn't that Faith?
No, it's not Faith. This is a rap song.
She got a song like that.
But let me tell you, I don't think I would, because back to earlier about transitioning and evolving, I realized all the things I've been going through is building something in me that I need.
Oh, for sure.
For this next level of my life. I see that now, and I'm thankful. That's a whole nother topic about the book. So I appreciate you going down that rabbit hole with me for a moment, but that's a whole nother topic. But my thing is, it's not normal. It's not okay. You get what I'm saying? And I refuse to accept that for it to be okay.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I kept saying. It's not.
No, I'm not saying that you do.
No, I don't think it's okay in any capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you know it's not okay because you're raising children too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In your case, your kid's father is deceased, so that's a little different. But still, you're raising children by yourself.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It is. It is.
Okay.
And I'm grateful,
we're
though.
transitioning
But I'm
and we're
grateful for
evolving.
that.
That part.
Yeah.
Because it's bringing out strengths and you ain't even know was there.
I don't think the strength. I don't think I would have gotten through what I'm going through now in this transitional phase.
That part.
If I didn't go through the loss of my husband.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't think I would have.
Because how long was you with that job?
23 years.
So that's like a commitment, a relationship.
It is a relationship.
Right.
It was
You
my
gotta see
longest
the same
relationship.
work people that make the nasty coffee, bringing tell the corny jokes, right? Bringing people donuts, the donuts you don't like. You just mentioned.
Well, I'm just saying, like, sometimes things really look good on the outside.
No,
and then you
right,
bite into
exactly.
it. And yeah, but it was a relationship. I identify it as a relationship, and the disillusion of it was good and needed too. It's just like a relationship. If it was a man, I was saying this to a lot of people. If I was dating someone and they were mistreating me or being this way with me, none of my friends would be like, girl, yeah, stay with him. So it's like, that's why the response to me resigning was so welcomed and joyous from all of my friends and family. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Thank God. I'm so happy you did that for yourself. And I think that would have been the same if it was like a relationship that was toxic and bad for my health and well-being. But I spent a lot of time there. So it's not lost on me of the things that I did gain. And also what I know to expect more in the next chapter.
So I'm looking at the clock. We out of time. But I want you to share that. What's up, Jay? I shouted you out on Instagram, girl. But I want you to share how you are transitioning. Like, what's your next steps in your transition process?
My next step is to make sure I get my mental health in order. That's the only step right now.
That is let me tell you.
Yeah.
Without that, that is great.
Yeah. I have to be mentally capable to process a new work environment, whatever that may be.
I got you.
Like, I don't want to have the baggage and the filth or whatever of the old traumas of that job, like the PTSD of it all, and take that in a new environment. Like, I want to go there with an open heart, open mind, and
people
everything.
do that in relationships? They never heal.
Yeah, and they go
jump
right
into another relationship and they bring all that baggage and all that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Jamie said, hey.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. Final points before I wrap up.
Oh, my final point is, choose you. Every time.
I love that.
Every
Jay,
time.
wasn't we were just talking about that Monday? Like, for real.
And
we gotta give
God.
ourselves more credit for what we do already. We do so much. We've accomplished so much and we've been through so much and endured so much.
Yes.
Give yourself grace. Give yourself credit.
Yes.
Show yourself compassion.
Yes.
We hear other people's stories and we show like, oh my gosh.
Yes, so much empathy,
That
so much
happened
love
to you,
and patience.
and we don't do that to ourselves. You gotta show yourself more compassion and more love.
Yeah.
Hey, Tanya. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But choose you every
Yep.
time. Always.
Yes, mental health is wealth. I love that.
Yes, Jamie.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into Girl Talking the Spirit. I gotta shout out Gage. Gage,
Yes,
I
Gage.
appreciate
He's the best.
you. Yes, you are the best. Shout out to Sounds Like Soma. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next month. First fall episode, we were talking about transitioning and evolving. I love it.
Yes.
We out.
Good night.
Yeah. Girl talk in the spirit. Girl talk in the spirit. Yo, reporting from PHI. LLY, home of the cheesesteaks where we reside. Podcast distinct, others can't equate. No longer in the building, we outside. Topics transparent that you can relate. Comfortable environment for their guests, what they create. Time to time, you gon' get a debate while doing it in love, no time for hate. Following God unity, and they align. You looking for a podcast? Well, here's your sign. It's called Girl Talk in the Spirit with Siobhan. She catered to our audience with a virtual line, so tune in with an open mind. Plus, our co-hosts chime in, they gon' ride. Beautiful ladies, that's easy on the eyes. Can't forget the fellas, you know they stay fly. It's called Girl Talk. Girl Talk in the Spirit, Girl Talk. Girl Talk in this walk, Girl Talk. Girl talk in your mind, girl talk. And it's girl talk in your heart, girl talk. Girl talk in the spirit, girl talk. I said it's girl talk in this walk, girl talk. Girl talk in your mind, girl talk. And it's girl talk in your heart. Yeah.